Okay friends, I told you last time that I was going to make something called perfection salad, which is a recipe from 1905 that has vegetables encased in gelatin. It's a salad. It was a way of preserving vegetables that are fresh. So it's fresh vegetable salad encased in gelatin. Story time. I made a mistake. So I didn't wait patiently enough for it to set properly in the little bundt pan, and I didn't have a little rubber spatula either to scoop it out without breaking it, so I turned the bundt over and was shaking it, and like half of it fell out. So I really wanted a nice pretty ring with a little mold, you know, and that didn't work out. So I plopped that piece back in there. I'm like, you know, maybe if I throw it in the freezer for like 10 minutes, it'll reseal back up and it'll hold together, and then I can just like run water on the bottom of it so I can actually like loosen it from the tray upside down. It was a great plan. And then I got a call from a friend who needed a ride to the hospital, so forgot that the thing was in the freezer, took care of that, and 3 hours later I came home and my perfection salad was no longer perfect. It had frozen almost solid. So full disclosure, this is not the way it was supposed to be. It froze pretty much solid, and I decided to still try a tiny taste, and I'll try, and if I can figure it out, put that piece of video in here so you can see that. It was horrifying and disturbing in a whole different way, because it literally crunched with ice crystals as I cut into it, and you can imagine what that felt like when I tasted it, so it was pretty disgusting. All right, this is it, perfection salad. I messed it up a little bit because I froze it, which I was not supposed to do. I did that on purpose, but not for as long as I did. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be totally garbage because it froze. Well, I might have to make this recipe again, y'all. I don't relish the thought. Oh my god, this is horrifying. It's horrifying. So this won't be my first time tasting it. I also tried a little bit when it was right, when I accidentally shook it and it broke. Yeah, so I tried it twice, but this will be the third time. The other thing with this is because it froze and then unfroze, it's not looking the way it was before. The texture's probably not quite right. And when I just pulled it out of the fridge just now, it seems like all the frozen pieces that had crystallized have disintegrated, and there was a puddle of water in the fridge underneath where the perfection salad was, which is sad. So it overflowed the plate with the excess water, which is disgusting. So before I taste it again and hope it's similar to the right texture, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Look at that lovely thing. Gorgeous. And you can still see there's water just chilling right, well, it's not just water, it's like gelatin water chilling right there. So pretty crazy. I'm gonna grab a plate and cut into this. Hold on. Okay, y'all, but seriously though, the video of me cutting into the frozen jell-o is so disturbing that if I can't figure out how to put it in here and edit it in as a clip, I will post a link and upload it separately and include it in the description, because it's ridiculous. Also in the description, I'm going to have the recipe for perfection salad. All right, I'm gonna cut into this thing. Okay, that's a lot more like it. Plop this piece here. Oh, look at that beauty. Onto my plate. And I'm gonna give it another shot and see if the congealedness is accurate. Oh, it's still disturbing. The flavor is actually not too bad. It kind of tastes like a sweet coleslaw. When making this recipe, The version I used called for unflavored gelatin, and I had to put in lemon juice of my own. I didn't want to use the pre-made lemon juice because it sometimes has a weird sort of citric acid-y, like fake citric acid. I mean, it's all citric acid, but it tastes fake somehow. So I squeezed the lemon juice myself from real fresh lemons. It also calls for a half cup of sugar, which is a crap ton of sugar. I'm not very big into sweets, and I'm definitely not into mixing sweet and savory too much. Not my thing. I'd rather if this is a salty sort of gelatin savory dish, and really it just tastes like a sweet coleslaw. I also didn't use pimento because I can't find a 4-ounce can of pimento peppers. I don't know, I saw someone else make this recipe and they put pimento stuffed olives in there, and I think that's disgusting and totally not what the recipe meant. Maybe I'm wrong. So I replaced it with roasted red peppers, which also is nothing like what the recipe called for, so hypocritical a little bit there. But it looks more like it. It doesn't taste more like it, but anyway. So it's got cabbage, green pepper, celery, carrots, pimento pepper, I think it would have been better if it didn't freeze first, but I can't imagine eating too much of this. It's really not bad. Anyway, so this is the video. The link to the recipe will be in the description, as well as, if I can't put it in here, that video clip I told you about because it's freaking hilarious. It's a little bit redundant because I still talk about the recipe, whatever. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. So I'll update you when I'm up to something new, but this is a great place to start. Welcome to my channel.